right, third grade. Today we are going to be making an optical illusion heart. So, you'll have your paper. You're going to start by making straight lines across your paper. First vertically, then horizontally. Now, I say that they don't have to be perfectly straight up and down. I kind of like this project if the lines are a little bit wonky. It makes it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to turn it this way and do the same thing. Then we need to draw our heart that goes over it. Now some of you might be really great at drawing hearts. Some of you maybe not. So let's look at the back and I'll draw you a couple ways to make hearts. So the trick for making a heart is to start with a V. Then to draw an M on top of your V. You start your M where the one top of your V is and end your M on the other side of your V. Or if you think you're just really great at drawing hearts, you can just draw that. You want it to be pretty big on your paper. And don't worry if it's perfect. Now, you're gonna pick out 2 warm colors and 2 cool colors. So I've got my warm colors and I've got my cool colors. Then you have to decide if you want your warm colors inside your heart or outside your heart and your cool colors inside your heart or outside your heart. I think I'm going to do my warm colors inside my heart and my cool colors outside my heart. Now is when it gets a little bit tricky. We're going to make a checkerboard pattern, but only the warm colors inside and only the cool colors outside. So my trick for doing this is I think I'm going to start on the inside with my warm colors. So I start maybe with this square and I'm going to say this square I want it to be orange. So I'm just going to make a little dot so I know I want that square to be orange. But then to make a checkerboard, none of the squares next to it can be orange either. It can only be the squares that are diagonal. Now for right up here, they're really tiny pieces because the orange is only going inside of the heart. So this little tiny piece up here would be orange. This square would be orange. This little triangle would be orange. This square, this square, this square. So I'm just going through and picking the ones that aren't next to each other. So if you want to just go down the line, you say no, yes, no, yes, no. Then you can start and go up another one. No, yes, no, yes, no, no, yes. And you can just keep doing that. Just make sure you go slowly because this is a part even I make a mistake on this pretty often. So then I'm going to go through once I've done all that and I'm going to color these in. Now the way to color it in to make it look really nice is to first outline like that and then fill it in with nice neat lines. I always say it's like you're mowing the lawn or like you're vacuuming your living room. You're just going to do it in nice, straight, even lines. So I'm going to outline first. Okay, and once you've finished one color, it's pretty easy to go back and finish the second color inside your heart. Then, in your background, you're gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna work my way down this line. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Then I'll just move over one and go yes, no, yes, no. This little one is a yes. Then if I come up here, this one would be a yes, no, yes, no, yes. It's kind of hard with the heart in the middle, so you kind of have to work your way around. So this is a yes, no, yes. But this little tiny guy would be a yes. No, yes, no, yes. And you can see I messed up. I was trying to go too fast. So these are actually purple. So go slowly, because obviously it is easy to make a mistake. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and color that in. When you're all finished coloring in all of your spaces, so I'm going to go back and color in the rest of the spaces in my heart with my pink. I'm going to go color in all those spaces with my blue dots blue, and then the rest of my spaces in my background with my purple. When you're completely finished, it'll end up looking a little bit like this. Now, if you would like to leave it like this, that is great. Or if you would like, I'll get out some chalk pastels. You'll get a black chalk pastel, and you're just gonna go and draw a black line right on the outside of your heart. It needs to be kind of thick. Then you'll get a tiny piece of paper towel, wrap it around just one of your fingers, and then you just kind of blend it out a little bit so it looks like there's a shadow around your heart. And that just makes it look that much more 3D, right? To have that shadow coming out from the sides. All right, guys, that's what we're making today. Make sure to do your best job coloring, because that's what makes it look super nice and neat. And then let's get started.